What's going on, YouTube? Coming at you all with another video. This time I'm going to be talking about this whole Meagan Good, Jonathan Majors, how they handling the expenses. Meagan is paying his child support from another lady, not the lady who he got in trouble with back in December last year when he got found guilty. A relationship before that, he had a child. Meagan's been paying his child support $75,000 for dog training. And some people who found out about it have been making comments on the internet like Meagan won't be able to afford her mortgage if she keeps paying all this money to help out Jonathan. Since he got found guilty, he's lost endorsement deals, can't get put in the movie. So it's been tough for him to, get some income. And I don't know how much his child support is, but his net worth was $20 million. Now it's down to $500,000. So he worth just a little bit more than me at this point as far as net worth. And if they didn't readjust his child support, I can only imagine how much Meagan is paying based on him being worth $20 million versus down to $500,000 now. Because, that plays a part with how much child support a person is going to pay based on, what they got, their assets, all of that. And so, I just found out about it earlier today on the internet, and yeah, that's something. Sorry to hear that for Jonathan, to struggling and having to foot the bills. She's standing by him. She's a good woman, but you know how it looks on the outside to others when you got this lady paying this man's bills, his child support. Ladies, how long, or would you even pay your boyfriend's child support that he's got with another woman that came before you? Would you even do that? That's another thing. Guys, would you pay child support if a lady was on there? Our women who are on child support, would you pay her child support from a child she got with another man, if she was struggling like Jonathan Majors is, because it can go both ways. Because, people on the outside looking in, especially, with the double standards between women and men in the world. Meagan sitting here paying $75,000 for some type of training for the dog. I wonder what type of dog that is. And then on top of that, helping him pay his child support. That's a lot. He's not getting roles right now. She was just in that, Death at a Funeral, that Tyler Perry movie. She was just in that. So, she's still getting a check. But, the stuff adds up. And she's doing it by herself. Not that Jonathan isn't trying to work. It's just that they won't put him in a movie. They looking at that guilty verdict and how he, the video of him running from his ex-girlfriend, all of that in New York City. It just wasn't a good look for him. And people have really stepped away from him. Marvel stepped away with the Avengers. He's supposed to be Kang. Now they're going to do something different with Avengers Part 5. I saw him in the Ant-Man movie. Did a good job with Michelle Pfeiffer and Michael Douglas. But it's just, these decisions that we make and, in these relationships, domestic violence cases, how can just ruin your life, overnight. For it to get to this point where Jonathan is needing all of this financial help from Meagan is, it's crazy. It's unfortunate. So, luckily she's standing by him, but him being a man, there's going to be other people that just say, hey, I don't know how long Meagan should keep that up, or she shouldn't be doing it at all. And Jonathan brought this on himself. And then he gets with Meagan, and then Meagan is able to foot the bill. A lot of people are looking at it from all type of angles, the gossip, just from that particular point of view. Now, if it was the other way around, and he's helping her, you probably won't hear too much. They just figure, okay, he's being protector, provider. But right now, Meagan Good is being the provider to Jonathan Majors. So how do you all feel about that? Ladies, would you do the same? Guys, would you pay child support to your lady for if she just so happened to be on there. Like I said, there are women who are on child support. You know, it goes both ways. Or even if your lady wasn't on child support, guys, she's just okay. She's not getting endorsement deals for whatever reason. She's not getting movies. Would you help her out, or how long until she's able to get another acting job? And I'm just keeping on the industry acting. It could be anything. But the fact that we are talking the industry and they are able to make so much money as entertainers, that lifestyle has to be maintained. And so the fact that Jonathan's net worth has dropped from 20 million down to 500,000, you also have to look at where he was living at. You know, vehicle, the maintenance, the upkeep of the home. That was all based on him getting more movies, more projects. Now with him being unemployed at the time, and those bills are still coming, and they are higher than what you may see from the rest of America. I would say middle class, but the middle class is going away, so you just got rich and poor. And Meagan and Jonathan would fall under that rich category based on, you know, the income that they've made. But with Jonathan now getting the income of what would be considered the with no income at all, which would put him down in the poor category down there with me, then things change, things feel different. And now his girlfriend has to foot the bill because she's still getting work in the industry. She's still getting movie roles. I think eventually someone will hire him. I don't know how much they'd be willing to give him on, you know, the next project. He definitely won't be able to command top dollar just based off of that, because people aren't going to forget about it. And so, you know, it's always going to be a story, and so he's just going to have to weather that storm until he can work his way back up again. You know, he's only 34 years old, to where he can start getting, you know, nice at least 7-figure paydays in movies, 2 million, 5 million a film, you know, because he was definitely on his way with the Creed movie with Michael B. Jordan, and then Ant-Man. Definitely on his way. It was the next big thing. You know, he almost came out of nowhere. And so, you know, he really got pushed to the top really quick. And now with this incident with his ex-girlfriend, you've seen how he's fallen. And so, you know, it's definitely a cautionary tale to the men out here and what you're doing in your relationships. And you don't want to be in that situation like Jonathan. You know, I know sometimes it may be hard to avoid, you know, depending on, especially if the woman is the aggressor. But we just have to, you know, you see the double standard, and then just have to look at it on the outside looking in, how, you know, public perception. You know, you're a man, and now this woman is saying she's gotten marks on her, and so that definitely will take away from you being marketable. If you get, you know, looked at, you know, because the court of public opinion is going to judge you, and then the actual court judge will judge you. And usually it's a guilty on both ends. So we definitely have to take heed of everything. Men use this as a cautionary tale. Ladies use it as a cautionary tale as well, because, you know, the situation, let's say you stay with the guy, now based on altercation with you all that got out of hand, maybe you escalated it, ladies, and then it goes to court. Now your man doesn't have an income, and now it falls all back on you because of an incident that happened while you all were hanging out in the vehicle. I think Jonathan and his ex-girlfriend, they were in the truck in New York City when they first got into it, and then you can see the video of him running from her. And so, but luckily Meagan is there. She's, you know, standing by her man. You know, she's a very pretty lady, and she's a real one. You know, she's taking care of her bills and Jonathan's bills. And, you know, they just have to stick this out. Maybe she can help him get a role in something. You know, maybe her next project, if she can get him, you know, some type of side role, just anything to get some income so they can help their household out. Plus, you know, he's a father. Meagan doesn't have any kids, but kids, come with a lot of responsibility, and so Jonathan has to deal with that. Again, the child support, I have no idea how much that may even be. And so, case in point, I know Dame Dash came out and said that he's broke. Saw an article on it, and his child support yearly is ranging from $300,000 to $400,000 a year. And I was talking to this lady who said she just thinks that's just wrong, that it doesn't take that much money each month to raise a child. She believed that the mother of the kids out there getting a fancy purse on dad's dime, that's not needed for the children. And so, that child support, Dame and Dash is saying he's broke now. I don't think Jonathan Major's child support may be in that $300,000 to $400,000 a year range, but it's probably pretty high each month. And then on top of that, Jonathan hasn't been around that long, so the net worth of $20 million is great, but he hasn't been in the industry that long either compared to others. And so he didn't have time to really make more and more millions to like, okay, I'm not getting the acting roles, but I'm still sitting on at least a 50 million, 80 million. Maybe he done invested it somewhere, so he's got money coming in. And so where, even though he's not getting any type of film work, Meagan doesn't have to, share that burden. He hasn't been around as long as her. Meagan's been acting since she was a child, so you also have to take that into account in terms of, the type of bills they have. When you haven't been in the industry that long, you haven't built up that cushion, if you're getting those roles, getting those endorsements. Like I said, Jonathan, he's on his way, was on his way. Then this happened, so it's definitely put a delay on things in his acting career. And so, you see how it all falls down after one night. So, you have to be careful out here. Men, be careful. You see how it can drastically change your finances and your situation. Because if it does happen to you guys, you don't know how. It's not going to be that easy to find a Meagan Good by your side to help you with whatever you have going on, child support, whatever the case may be. $75,000 for dog training, that wouldn't be an expense I think most people would have. You can X that out. I still want to know what type of dog that is. It's a lot of special training. But again, ladies, would you pay your man's child support? Guys, would you pay child support for your lady if her baby daddy had her on it? And for how long? It's a real question. So, let me know in the comments what you all think about the situation with Meagan Good and Jonathan Majors. Do you think Jonathan is getting what he deserves? Is it karma? I don't know. And then, Meagan's, kind of saving him right now. And do you all know anyone right now where a woman is paying her man's bills, child support included? Let me know in the comments. Like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you all on the next one. And be safe out here. And hey, be careful what happens, ladies and gentlemen, between you two when you all are out. You don't want a situation like what Jonathan went through. Till next time, peace.